In this episode of Bear TV News, we check out an art workshop, attend some UPIKE student events, check up on some of the latest UPIKE Bears sporting events, and much more. Hello UPIKE viewers, and welcome to the February 2023 edition of Bear TV News. I'm Blake Maupin.
And I'm Seth Whipp. We are covering all the recent news at UPIKE in our community.
February is Trio Celebration Month, and the UPIKE ACE program started the month out strong with an event all about self-expression. Reporter Nancy Brown sat in on the event and gave us all the details.
On February 1st, the ACE program held an event to celebrate Trio Month called Picture Ace with Daria. At this event, students sat down with Daria Aguila, an artist and athletic coordinator at the Center for Academic Excellence.
We wanted to get all the students together from the ACE program and to give them the opportunity to express themselves and talk about how does ACE program impacts them throughout their academic journey. We truly believe that each student is such an individual piece to our community and our campus, and we want everybody to be seen, heard, and valued. And art is a wonderful way to express that.
To understand the impact of ACE, we sat down with some students and talked with them about the meaning behind their work.
I drew 5 people, one for each ACE staff member, and then one more for me. And it's a happy family because ACE to me is my place on campus that feels like a family.
So I painted this because all roads lead home, and so I find the ACE program home, and obviously home back home.
So this is me my sophomore year, this is me now my junior year, and then this will be me next year when I graduate, and me when I become a teacher.
If you're interested in joining the ACE program, you can find them on the second floor of the administration building.
I'm Nancy Brown, Bear TV News.
Are you interested in independent filmmaking? The Southern Circuit has been bringing filmmakers from across the country to showcase their work right here in downtown Pikeville. Recently, I got the chance to speak with one of them. Jeff O'Gara is a filmmaker currently traveling with the South Arts program. His film, Home from School, was recently shown here in town for UPIKE students to attend.
Essentially, we stumbled into doing a film about the Native American boarding schools and the children who perished at them of various European diseases were buried there. And then much later, generations later, the attempt of one tribe, the Northern Arapaho, to retrieve the remains of 3 of those children who were buried at the very first off-reservation boarding school for Native Americans, the Carlisle Indian School.
O'Gara says the story of this documentary fell in his lap and he wasn't going to pass up the opportunity to make this film.
So yeah, the story sort of landed in our laps because we knew members of some of the families that were involved, and when they began their quest to get the U.S. Army to release these remains, we just went along and chronicled that story.
Having not starting out in filmmaking, O'Gara gives his advice for anyone wanting to pursue documentary filmmaking.
Well, first of all, find the stories. You need characters and stories. If you search in your mind, any individual's mind, for things that they learned growing up, experiences their family had, circumstances that are true for them, those are the beginnings of an original story. And that's what a filmmaker needs to find, is a good story and then good characters to populate it.
This has been Seth Whipp with Bear TV News, signing off.
Are you looking to get more involved on campus? UPIKE is offering a number of things to do each week thanks to the Department of Student Activities. Reporter Micah Lee has more.
I sat and talked with the Assistant Director of Student Activities to discuss his goals for his student body this semester.
Some of the things that we would like to achieve for our student body through student activities is campus engagement. When we say campus engagement, we understand that students have a full plate. A majority of our students are student athletes, so they have schedules that are very precise. So we are trying to find that niche in between their me time where they could be an actual student.
Mr. Lanos then describes how his team will come together and accommodate towards Black History Month with events.
Black History Month, it is a big month. I always say every month for us is a big month, but especially for us, UPIKE, having a great population of students of color here. Black History Month is very important to us. We collaborate with some other departments, music department, Office of Diversity, but some of the things that we're bringing up here at the beginning of the month, we have the DJ versus the violinist. It's a little bit of a new thing. If you love music, if you love hip hop music, the culture, as a lot of students will say, this is where we combine classical music with hip hop music. And they go back and forth. We have another event that is almost like illuminating new individuals in Black history and Black culture that are moving the world. It's called Black to the Future. This is going to be able to provide students with some new people who are changing lives, changing technology, social media, things like that. And then throughout the month, our department has other things, some movie screenings that get some good conversations going. One of them is The Hate You Give. Another one is called Horror Noir, the Black history and the horror movies. And then we have your typical trivia, name that tune, some fun events as well. So we're trying to give everything an educational event, but also entertainment. So we like to call it edutainment.
After the event, I got a chance to talk with the performers to hear what they have to say.
My father, I'm actually a second generation violinist. My dad's a world-renowned jazz violinist, and he put it in my hands at about 3 years old, and I just never put it down.
I grew up in the church, and it was always about the music, the drums, the rhythm, and as I grew older and went to school and I started learning hip hop and jazz and R&B and like all the different components of music, I was like, I was all in.
I'm still trying to perfect my craft to this day. Still trying to put the music out there. It's a never-ending cycle, man. If you truly have the passion for it and a gift for it, it's like you just keep going.
I then followed with an interview of a student to discuss his experience with the event.
I say it was a good experience. Like, I think they really came in here and did what they try to do, show, a young Black kid that you can still be successful, but you don't have to be, a rapper or a basketball player, football player. You can do other things to outsource.
Ragsdale then expresses that he would recommend this event to his peers.
Absolutely. I'd tell everybody to come out, really get the student engagement, get our numbers up in the events during, especially this month, just so everybody can learn together. You can form that unity and bond as students together to make the whole campus great.
This is Deshaunte Lee with Bear TV News, and I'm signing out.
If music isn't quite your thing, then perhaps a game show might be. One of our new reporters recently got to attend a Family Feud game night right here on campus.
A student athlete with the name of Ryan Livers goes into depth of describing the significance on Family Feud.
Honestly, it feels great. Just knowing that the same dudes that I won with 3 tons in a row is the same dudes I can always depend on. So.
Many students were involved with Family Feud and competed, but not many had the best team in order to win.
I knew I could depend on TJ because honestly, TJ is smart as he's just super smart, and DJ is reliable because he always comes up with the wildest answers, and I'm just there, just to pick out the basics. You feel me?
He also explains the importance of staff member Adam Lanos putting on a great events for the students at the University of Pikeville.
I ain't gonna lie, Adam makes this campus 10 times better and more fun just because of all the activities that he do. He be going outside the box, and as much as he does for us, I feel like we should be doing more for him. You feel me?
Overall, Ryan did enjoy his time competing in this rare event.
Well, guys, that concludes it. We talked to Mr. Ryan Livers about the Family Feud and how he's the three-time Family Feud champion. Also, give a shout out to Mr. Adam Lanos for giving out great events around campus. Appreciate that, man. This is Bears TV News.
Are you interested in going green? One UPIKE student is doing her part to help our campus be a more eco-friendly place. My co-anchor Seth Witt has more.
Emily Davis and Emily Dedinger was interested in sustainability on campus, starting an organization called Clean Paws. Clean Paws is a student-led group that wants to make UPIKE a greener place.
Clean Paws is an on-campus organization committed to making UPIKE a more environmentally friendly and sustainable campus. We're very involved on campus and we hope to reach out to our community as well.
Emily hopes this will make a big difference not only on our campus, but in our community. They plan on implementing more recycling initiatives in our region.
We have a lot of big projects such as the cardboard recycling initiatives. We've installed many water bottle refill stations, and our upcoming project will be a pollinator garden by Paige. We're excited for that.
This is only the beginning, for there are more projects to come in the near future.
We have a lot of projects in mind, but one of those I'm really excited about is composting. We're hoping to get a biodigester for campus. We're hoping to get a grant to help us pay for that, and this would help us turn our food waste into fertilizer. So we have an event on February 9th at 6:30 p.m. in the Student Lounge. We are going to be upcycling and painting some vinyl records that was going to be thrown away.
This has been Seth Witt with Bear TV News, signing off.
Thanks, Seth, for that story. We wish Emily the very best as she pursues her project.
Are you a student athlete looking for a spiritual support group? The UPIKE chapter of the Fellowship of Christian Athletes might be what you're looking for. The FCA program serves all student athletes and coaches with devotionals and campus meetings. Their mission is to help develop student athletes and coaches to succeed on and off the field, with the focus being on the next 40 years of their lives, not just the next 4. We got the opportunity to speak with UPIKE FCA Director Chris West.
Basically what FCA is, it's a student-led organization. We meet on Monday nights at 9 p.m. here in the gym. We just kind of get together. We get into God's Word. The lessons are led by one of the students. And then after that, we just play some games, just have fun. Just time for the students to come in and relax.
For the next FCA meeting time, check the Campus Groups app. Up next is our UPIKE Sports Update.
Hey everybody, I'm Ben Tate, and I'm here to tell you about the latest athletic news and events on campus. First up, UPIKE baseball is on a 3-game winning streak, with them ruling Johnson University 20-7. One player, Noah Hilton, was named MSC Baseball Player of the Week because of his spectacular performance. He recently hit 3 home runs, 2 doubles, and a triple, and also stole 2 bases. This is one player the other team should look out for. Up next, the University of Pikeville is rapidly expanding the athletic program, giving us several new locations for students to practice.
The University of Pikeville recently opened the Sportsplex, a $1 million facility that is available to bowlers, golfers, and wrestlers. We recently spoke with a couple of athletes to hear their thoughts on the new facility.
Many programs aren't as fortunate as us because it feels like this place is specifically made for us and that the community and school is really supporting us.
We look forward to seeing our Bears compete as they open their season on March 20th. We also got the chance to speak to a couple of golfers to hear the benefits of practicing inside the Sportsplex.
Yeah, especially when our sport is golf, we get to practice indoor and we don't have to worry about the weather.
And I'm Blake Maupin with Bear TV News.
In other news, Thomas Gardner was named the MSC Track and Field Athlete of the Week. Thomas set multiple records in weight throw with an 18.48 meter toss, finishing first at the Mount St. Joseph Invite. Did you know that UPIKE has a wrestling team? We do. And one of our very own, Steven Adams, was ranked in the top 25. He was the first wrestler in our program's history to receive top 25 recognition. Lawrence went undefeated and won his bracket at the Cumberland Open. That's all for today's episode of the Sports Update. I'm Ben Tate.
For our last segment today, we have 2 UPIKE students we want to introduce you to. First up, new reporter Tanner Stevens has a UPIKE freshman he would like you to meet.
At the University of Pikeville, the staff take pride in building a family-like community for its students. Just ask Colby Cooley, a freshman attending the college. Although Colby is only on his first year of college, the experience has proven to be life-changing thus far.
I always thought in high school that I was going to go to this big college and I was going to make something out of myself with all like thousands of other people surrounding me, but Once I got to my senior year, I realized that I wanted a smaller college that has a tight community of people that will actually be there and will care about you. And that's what you have here at UPIKE. We're all like a giant family, and we all support each other.
Colby took a liking to the closely knit community and welcoming environment of UPIKE. He was also drawn to the university for its optometry school. UPIKE contains the only optometry school in Kentucky, so Colby's decision was easy to make.
I chose to go to UPIKE because of the optometry school here and the fact that I'm in the OSP program. But more than that, after I toured the school a few times, I fell in love with the environment and the atmosphere here.
Colby is currently majoring in business, with future plans to enroll in UPIKE's optometry school.
I always wanted to go to optometry school, and for the longest time I thought that you had to graduate with a biology degree or a biomed degree to even go. But once I figured out that I didn't have to get a biology degree, it's not really what I wanted to do. I thought that it would be smarter to get a business degree because I needed to understand how to run my own business as an optometrist.
I'm Taylor Stevens, Bear TV News.
Next up, reporter Nancy Brown wants to introduce us to someone that is wrapping up their time at UPIKE and preparing for their career.
As we enter the spring semester, many seniors at UPIKE are gearing up for graduation. We sat down with one notable senior and talked with her about her experience here.
My name is Addie Deskins. I'm a senior and I'm majoring in English, Religion, and Sociology. And I'm also a tutor in the Center for Academic Excellence. What I like the most about UPIKE is the sense of community. The smaller class sizes mean that you get to have a personal relationship with your professors and you get the sense that you're not just another student to them, but they care about your education and you get to form some strong connections.
Down in the basement of the library on campus is the Center of Academic Excellence, where many tutors such as Addie can be found. She has been a tutor her entire college career and has been beneficial for her in many ways.
I really enjoyed my time working as a tutor in CAE because not only do you get to help students, but also you get to forge new connections with them, and you get to develop skills for yourself like communication, teamwork.
With her 4.0 GPA, Addie has dedicated so much of herself and time to school. But what about her plans for after?
After graduation, I'm not entirely sure what I want to do yet. I think maybe take a year off of school before I go to grad school and work a little bit. But after that, I do want to go to grad school, maybe in some kind of sociology-related field, but I'm not entirely sure yet.
We wish Addie luck for the future and a successful post-graduation. I'm Nancy Brown, Bear TV News.
Well, that is all for today's show. We will be back in a few weeks for more updates on the UPIKE community. I'm Seth Whipp.
And I'm Blake Maupin. This has been the February 2023 edition of Bear TV News. Stay classy, Bears.